Hello, 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 and welcome to the High Altitude Investing live stream. Today is the 8th of March, and I better make sure that I go share the link with everybody so we can make sure everybody knows that I'm streaming. Because I didn't even really tell anybody that I was going to stream today, but Saturday is normally the day that I stream, but I did stream once already this week. So I figured maybe people would wonder if I wouldn't stream today, but hey, why not? Why not do a little live stream, because it's fun and I love doing these, and it's really cool to be able to help you guys and share whatever knowledge I can and answer your questions, and yeah. Hey, Grand Rising Brother. Thank you. Good morning to you as well, my friend, or as they say in Brazil, bom dia. Luke C., hello and welcome. Good to see you tuning in. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about today being, obviously, there's going to be other buying opportunities in the future, but I want to talk a little bit about how this being one of the best buying opportunities that we've seen in a long time, how this is kind of your last chance to buy crypto this cheap, and how a lot of these coins won't ever be at the prices that they're at right now. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get straight into the charts and talk about Bitcoin first and foremost. I like to start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the mothership. So if I like to call Bitcoin the mothership because basically all of the other coins follow Bitcoin. One of my favorite things to say is Bitcoin is kind of like the S&P 500 in the stock market. Bitcoin is kind of like the mothership, right? The biggest, most highest trading volume, and the most, just pretty much one of the most important things to be doing technical analysis on is Bitcoin. Because when Bitcoin's in a bull market, then you can expect your altcoins to be in a bull market too, right? Oh, cool. Everybody's tuning in. What's up? So a lot of symbolism in the White House summit. What really stood out more than anything is FIFA trophy was clearly XPR proton symbol. Yeah, so honestly, I heard a lot of people talking about this White House summit thing. You guys, for me, I live a very, very, very specific kind of lifestyle where for the most part, I am very, very out of tune with all of the stuff going on as far as news goes, as far as, public event, like things that are happening in the news. So when it comes to like specific things that everybody's always talking about, like narratives that the public is talking about, a lot of times that you're going to find that I have no clue what people are talking about. If there's something that happened, I'll be like, well, I don't really look at that stuff. I don't really pay attention to it. So the reason I bring that up is because I've heard a lot of people talking about this White House summit thing, but you guys, I don't focus on that stuff. I live a very simple life. I wake up early in the morning. First thing I do is meditate for 15 minutes. Well, after I say a prayer, then I meditate for 15 minutes. Then I read in the Holy Bible and the Book of Mormon, and I study a bunch of scripture and books every day. Then I go exercise. I come back, I eat a healthy breakfast, and I just don't read public media. There's a very specific reason for this. The reason is because it helps me make better trading decisions and have a clear and focused mind when I'm doing the things that I want to do. And it's way, way, way beneficial for my mental health. And I don't get angry about politics, and I don't have any of those problems that a lot of people have problems with, where they get really caught up in this stuff. And I'm not saying that there isn't value in studying the news or looking at those things. And I probably should look into the White House summit thing. But I am saying that as a trader, as an investor, one of the most beneficial things that you can do is cut out distractions, because focus equals lack of distraction. So if you can cut out all those distractions in your life, then you're going to be able to focus better. And for me, that looks like living a very, very disciplined life. You know, just sticking to the same things over and over again. Please explain to you what that symbol means to you, brother, because many will be offset. I know about duality, polarity, so all things have been first stolen and inverted. That's why I ask your thoughts on it. I'd have to ask you what specific symbol you mean, my friend. I don't know for sure. Paul, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Good to see you tuning in. Thank you for taking some time to tune into today's live stream, my friend. Rico Hawk, good day, Dallin. Would love to see your take on XPR. Man, XPR is the coin of the day. That's 2 mentions of it. So let's go back to Bitcoin, though, because I was going to talk about Bitcoin. Then we can do XPR and stuff next. So, again, the title of this live stream, this is pretty much your last time to buy crypto at these prices. It's very unlikely prices again for quite some time. You know, some coins might never come back down this low. You know, in the last bull market for Bitcoin, when Bitcoin went from being worth basically the last one where it went from being worth 3,000 up to 60,000 plus, almost 70,000, Bitcoin came back down, but it never tested 3,000 again, which was its previous low. So some coins are at their all-time lows, and some of them may never ever come back to those levels again, especially altcoins. So you have to keep that in mind because it helps you understand just how important it is to be investing and accumulating crypto right now before the market takes off, before everybody gets fully bullish, before everybody's super euphoric and confident because the market cycle is in the euphoria phase. If you're investing now early on, then you're really positioning yourself for a lot of success. Even if you don't take profits properly, some coins will not ever come back down to the prices that they're at today. Now, obviously, take your profits and stuff, but that's kind of what I want to talk about today. So, Bitcoin, in our last video or last live stream, I talked about the expanded flat correction with Bitcoin. Still true, still valid. Now we have a bit of a consolidation down here. We're consolidating kind of within a triangle sort of shape right here. You can see the triangle shape. We're consolidating very nicely inside of this triangle structure on Bitcoin. So our ABC correction is still valid. And basically what that means, you guys, you want to buy the bottom of these ABC corrections. The best buying opportunity you can possibly have is the bottom of wave C. That's the best buying opportunity you can possibly have. And Bitcoin is very close to wave C down here. So that's really the best possible area that you can think of to be buying Bitcoin or any other coin for that matter is at the bottom of wave C. So look for that when you're doing analysis on different charts. If you don't have an understanding of Elliott wave theory, do a little bit of research. Our last correction, for example, was right here. And you can see how beneficial it would have been to buy the bottom of wave C. Or even this correction right here, right? A, B, C. You can see how beneficial it was to buy the bottom of wave C, or even on this correction right here, how profitable it was to buy the bottom of wave C. So as you start to learn how to spot these Elliott wave corrections, then you can purchase the bottom of wave C. You start to look for the different types of them, like the expanded flat, the regular zigzag correction, and you start to get excited when a lot of other people are fearful because you're hitting the bottom of wave C. And this, just understanding this has helped save me from so many bad decisions in the crypto markets. Like when Bitcoin came down to 16K right here, the update that I made on Bitcoin down here at 16K was an update talking about the ABC correction coming back down to 16K and basically explaining, hey, you guys, the bottom of wave C is the best opportunity that you can have to pick up crypto, to pick up any coin. If you can find the bottom of wave C, you're going to make the most possible money. So down here at 16K, the update that I made on Bitcoin down here was a video about this ABC correction, telling everybody that I believed Bitcoin was going to see a huge reversal, that it was going to be bullish because of an ABC correction. And the same was true over here in 2018 when Bitcoin came down to 3K. Same thing, I made a video down here basically letting everybody know that I believed that Bitcoin was going to bottom out down here at 3K based on it being the bottom of an Elliott wave correction. Technically, this is a different type of correction. It looks like an ABC correction. For simplicity, sometimes I draw it as an ABC like that, but this was technically a WXYXZ correction. But buying the bottom of those ABC or those more advanced, complicated Elliott wave corrections, you know, like a WXYXZ, is the most profitable thing you can possibly do. And for me personally, when I look at Bitcoin right now, we're on the 50% Fibonacci retracement. We're on that area where wave C is very likely completed down here, and this is the best opportunity that you can have for picking up more Bitcoin down here at 85K per coin. And I firmly believe that this is a very good buying opportunity for Bitcoin. What's up, everybody? See more people tuning in. Cool, good to see. Can I do Velo? Yes. Let's see. I don't know any Christians at all that represent that symbol proudly, as it has a very dark connection to this world. Oh, the Freemason symbol. Yeah, I am a Freemason, and to be honest with you, there are a lot of Masons that are Christians. In fact, in America, statistically, a good majority of them are. And basically, Masonry is a lot of the symbols, a lot of the symbolism and stuff is heavily biblical. And I even, you know, when I joined Masonry, I was actually very surprised at just how based on the Bible Masonry really is. Because there's a lot of stuff in Freemasonry that is very, very biblical in nature. So actually, you know, that's kind of like, yeah, I know a lot of people have a tendency to get conspiratorial and try to connect those things. But Freemasonry is actually it's a good organization, and I can say that with confidence. A lot of the founding fathers were Freemasons, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, you know, and George Washington has this famous quote about Freemasonry and about the principles of Freemasonry being for the benefit and the happiness of humankind, of mankind. And let me see if I can find the quote real quick. And we won't talk about this too much because I want to talk about crypto stuff. But yes, I am a Freemason. George Washington, Freemasonry quote about happiness and principles of Masonry. Yeah, so he said that, let me pull up the exact quote here. To enlarge the sphere of social happiness is worthy of the benevolent design of the Masonic institution, and it is most fervently to be wished that the conduct of every member of the fraternity, as well as those publications that discover the principles which actuate them, may tend to convince mankind that the grand object of Masonry is to promote the happiness of the human race. So George Washington had a firm belief that Masonry was actually for the benefit of mankind. And I, as a Mason, can also tell you guys that I have that same belief, that Masonry is absolutely to promote happiness and to help people understand principles that will make them better men and help them have a bigger impact on their world around them and the society in which they live. And so, yeah, I firmly believe that as a Mason. But anyways, I hope that gives you some insight on my question, or your question there. Let's go ahead and check out XPR network here. Oh yeah, XPR looks really good here, you guys. I think you've had me do analysis on this one a couple times now, and XPR looks really good. We had a big double bottom breakout down here, went all the way up towards 0.0079. We pulled back down to the 50% Fibo. So if we measure from the bottom to the top, you can see we're on the 50% Fibonacci retracement right here. So that's a common place to see a reversal, is either the 786, the 618, or the 50%. Most of the time, the whales don't buy at the 382 or the 236, which I don't have on the chart right here, but we'll throw it back on real quick here. 236. Yeah, so a lot of times they don't buy at the 236 or the 382 because the whales want to buy something that's undervalued. And so they wait for those lower fib levels. A lot of times the 786 or 618 or even the 50% Fibo. You can see here in the case of XPR, we did come down to the 786 Fibonacci retracement here. Then we bounced all the way back up to the 382, back down to the 618, and then now we're on the 50%. So that's tested all three of the most common areas where the big players and the market makers are gonna place their buy orders because they don't want to buy stuff that's overvalued, so they wait for those lower Fibonacci retracements to start putting money into the market. And you can see XPR did have a retracement all the way back down to that 786 level and the 618 and the 50%. So it's very likely that it bottoms out here and continues in its uptrend. A lot of times these big vertical breakouts like this are a sign that a bull market's starting for that coin. And it's really a signal that, hey, an uptrend is beginning. You can start accumulating this confidently, and it's going to go a lot higher from here. So I am bullish on XPR based on this Fibonacci retracement here. And I do think it will follow Bitcoin up along with the other coins, right? That looks really good, by the way. Let's see here. Scottish Rite. No, I haven't done Scottish Rite yet, but I do have a friend. Well, I do have a 33rd degree Scottish Rite friend, couples, friends that are 32. So yeah, Scottish Rite's cool. I do have interest in doing Scottish Rite, but I'm not Scottish Rite myself. No, but I do have really, really good friends that are super good guys that are Scottish Rite, including all the way up to the 33rd degree. And they're really good guys. They are awesome guys. Let's see. Please, Dallin, can you check Velo? Yes, absolutely. We can do Velo. Cool. So it looks like this was my last analysis on Velo. This is still true. We're going to move this down a little bit here and put this right here. I'm looking for a V-bottom kind of structure here with Velo. I think it'll bottom out very, very soon here. We're on our major support area. We're on our major trend line right here as well. So this is a great area to start picking up Velo. I'm looking for a bit of a V-bottom structure down here. And I think it will kind of do a shape sort of like this, where we bottom out and we start to break out through resistance and head up towards a new local high. Obviously not a new all-time high, because our all-time high for Velo is like way far away up here. And it's not impossible that we get up here to our old all-time high, depending on how big and sustained the bull market is with mass adoption happening. But let's just stay focused on the short term right now, because, you know, we'll take it day at a time and stay focused on this shorter time frame. And down here on the shorter time frame, I love how we're testing that trend line like I had drawn right here. I love how we're oversold, even if we bring up the MACD right here. If we bring up the MACD, and I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in right here, and we'll add the signal lines because I don't have them on. You can see how oversold the MACD is down here. So to have an oversold MACD is a very strong buy signal. You often want to buy when the MACD is oversold like this. You can see the last time the MACD was oversold was right here, and it's oversold again right here. And this is also, I should mention, this is hidden bullish divergence as well. So you can see we have this low right here on Velo, then we have a higher low right here, and on the MACD we have a low and a lower low. So that's bullish divergence with Velo. It's hidden bullish divergence, but it's bullish divergence, and a very, very good buy signal for this coin. Please, Dallin, can you... Oh, I just read that. Good, my guy, be well. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Cool. So yeah, some of the things I want to talk about today are a lot of people are panic selling crypto, as they always do when price goes down. And I want to talk a little bit about the kind of psychology that you should have during times like this, because it's easy to want to follow the crowd, to want to listen to what they're doing. And what you basically have to do is, just like I said, tune out from all of that stuff, be self-disciplined. Don't let yourself, like I said, having focus is avoiding distractions. Like if you want to be really focused and make good decisions, then cut out things that screw up your focus and make it so you can't think clearly. Right? It's pretty simple. There's nothing crazy about it. There's no magic in that, right? Well, I mean, it is kind of, it feels like magic kind of sometimes because of how good your life can become if you do that. But I'm serious. Like, one of the most powerful things you can do is don't get caught up in all of the stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff that's really, really efficient at getting your mental power caught up thinking about things that, although they may be useful to think about on some degree, if you get caught up in them, all of a sudden you're their servant and they're your master, you know. So avoid distractions, whether it's news, whether it's the crowds of people that are choosing to do certain things with their investments. If you see a lot of people selling their crypto, if you see a lot of people panicking and freaking out, that's probably a good sign not to listen to those people, you know. That's why I tell people, be careful with how much content you watch about crypto. And here I am that has a YouTube channel about crypto and stuff, you know. But seriously, be careful about how much content you watch about crypto, and be careful how much you get caught up in worldly things. It's okay to care about politics. It's okay to have beliefs. It's okay to take stances on different things. But if you are waking up in the morning and the first thing you're doing is getting angry at a different party than your party, you know, political party, or you're getting caught up in the news and starting to think about all this stuff, realize how much mental energy you could be placing on learning. You know, you could be reading a book. You could be reading a book about technical analysis and becoming a better trader. But a lot of people are getting caught up in all of this stuff going on in the world. And I'm not saying it's not important to care about politics and to care about what's going on, but it is important to control yourself and to keep everything within due bounds. You know, you basically don't want to get so caught up in different things that you are no longer thinking clearly. And that, like I said, those different things going on in the world, you become a slave to it. That's not very smart. And if you want to make good trading decisions, you got to stop doing that, you know. So yes, I am calling anybody out that is getting angry about politics right now. So here we go. Total crypto market cap. We also have hidden bullish divergence on the total crypto market cap. If you don't know what hidden bullish divergence is, so cool, super powerful to know, to understand. Let's pull this up here. Copy. There we go. This one will work. copy, paste. And here is hidden bullish divergence. So over here on the right hand side, you can see if price is making a higher low and the indicator is making a lower low, that's hidden bullish divergence. And here at the total market cap on the daily candlesticks, since August to right now, from our low in August to our low right now in March, we do have a massive hidden bullish divergence forming here on the total crypto market cap. So here's our first low, here's our second low, and with the MACD, here's our first low, and here's our second low. So that's hidden bullish divergence in a nutshell. Regular bullish divergence is where price makes a lower low, but the indicator makes a higher low. That's what regular bullish divergence looks like. It's over here, right? Classic bullish divergence versus hidden bullish divergence. So that's a huge, very, very, very powerful buy signal for the total crypto market cap. And again, we are oversold. So you have to stay rational. Most people are not rational, and my favorite time to make videos and my favorite time to do these live streams is when the rest of the market is being irrational, like they are right now. If you look at the technicals, what are the technicals telling you? The technicals are telling you that the total crypto market cap on the daily is negative 96 on the RSI. Negative 96. We are extremely oversold. We weren't even this oversold during the summer correction of August last year. At the absolute bottom, we weren't even this oversold. Yet, what is the public doing? What are most people doing? They're being irrational and they're expecting price to go lower. They're expecting price to go way low. And a lot of people are selling their crypto down here. And W.D. Gann has this great quote. W.D. Gann, the quote goes, let's see here. Do opposite of the masses. Quote. Yeah, W.D. Gann was a very successful trader. He made like 30 million, or I don't remember how much. Like multiple million, like at least 30, I don't remember how many millions, in like the 1930s, trading the stock market. This was back in the day when you like had to write down your orders and like mail it to somebody to take a trade, you know. And this guy made $30 million. That's the equivalent of like hundreds of millions in today's money, right? And W.D. Gann said, a successful trader studies human nature and does the opposite of what the general public does. So, if you guys want to be successful in these markets, figure out what the general public is doing, study the human nature, the human psychology of these cycles, whether it be a micro cycle or a macro cycle, and do opposite of what the general public is doing. And fact of the matter is, the general public is selling their crypto. And they're using news events, they're using all of the crazy stuff going on in the world, man. You know, like I said, all the people that wake up and get angry first thing in the morning because they're like mad because of political parties, or they're mad because of like news events, you know. Those people are the people that are getting caught up in it all, and a lot of those guys are selling their crypto right now. So ask yourself, if this guy was able to make $30 million in the stock market in the 1930s, and one of the main things he did was doing opposite of the crowd, then there's something to that. You know, there's obviously something there. So that's that's one thing to consider when people are bearish, when people are freaking out, when a lot of people are giving up on the markets, step back, close your door, tune out from the noise, and ask yourself, what is the right, rational choice for me to make in this situation? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to buy rather than sell if everybody's freaking out and they think the sky is falling. 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to buy. Okay, Telcoin. I said I was going to do Telcoin and I haven't yet. So, oh yeah, but one last thing with the total market cap. I mentioned the ABC correction on Bitcoin. There's also an ABC correction here on the total crypto market cap. You can see a perfect ABC correction here. Beautiful. We're oversold. Perfect ABC correction. This could not be a better buying opportunity for crypto. And fact of the matter is, again, we have that hidden bullish divergence. This is very similar to the summer correction last year. The only difference is we're more oversold than we were back then. It's the same correction. It's the same hat trick by the whales. The whales are just doing hat tricks, you guys. Same ones over and over again. And everybody's falling for it over and over again. And fact of the matter is that Bitcoin is oversold. The total market cap is oversold. We're at the bottom of an ABC correction. The total crypto market cap is on major support. And you're supposed to buy support, not sell support. It's pretty like somebody who's in kindergarten could see this chart, and if they understood support and resistance, they could make the right choice. But adults that are so caught up in the news, so caught up in their opinions, so caught up in their belief systems, those same adults will make the wrong choice because of their emotions. So be childlike, not childish, but see things with the clarity of a child. And you're going to make better decisions. I can promise you that if you do that. Now let's look at Telcoin here. We've got Uni, Telcoin, Chainlink, Bobby Powell, what's up, my friend? SEI and Bonk, BCH. Yeah, so we'll try to get as many of these as we can, for sure. Thank you for requesting your coins, by the way. I really appreciate that. And Inui, I am a Freemason, so that's why I have a square and compasses up here on my wall. So that's why I have that. Okay, cool. So let's start on Telcoin here. Cool. So Telcoin is in a bull flag structure right now. You can see right here we have the resistance of our flag right here. We have the support of our flag right here. So that's a bullish flag pattern here with Telcoin. I love these bullish flag patterns. Really, really good buying opportunities. We had a very similar thing happen right here with Telcoin. You can see very similar bullish flag, right? And we did break bullish out of it. We did get a bit of a spook right here. That can happen too, where the market comes back down to the bottom of the flag, scares everybody. But essentially the bull flag did play out. We just had one more spook right there. And then we go all the way up here to a penny, based on that bullish flag. We have another bull flag right here with Telcoin. So watch for a breakout of this resistance, right? This yellow line on the top up here. If we can get through that yellow line, like anywhere above 0.008 cents, that's going to be green light go for this bull flag pattern. It's going to confirm the bull flag, and I will expect a new local high. I'm expecting a new local high anyways, but that would give you additional confirmation at that point of breakout that we will go up for another high. So basically just watch for that, right? Watch for a break above the bullish flag. We are also oversold, just like I was talking about with Bitcoin and with the total market cap. You can see we're very oversold here on Telcoin. We're negative 0.00035 oversold. So we haven't been this oversold. We weren't even oversold this much down here, right? This is the most oversold Telcoin has been for a very long time. So that's a really good signal to buy. Whenever these two lines right here are up here at the top, it's a good chance the market's going to see a correction because you're overbought at that point. And wherever those two lines are down here on the bottom, it's a good chance you're going to see a pump coming or at least a bounce because the market is oversold. So the MACD is very, very powerful. Even if you just only use oversold and overbought, very, very powerful to use the MACD to do that. But it's even more powerful if you use it for divergence purposes. If you're looking for bullish or bearish divergence, the MACD is very, very, very effective at using bullish and bearish divergence to basically make good trading decisions, right? Cool. So yeah, I am bullish on Telcoin here in the near future. I am expecting more upside. Watch for that breakout of that bull flag. And watch for more upside coming on this coin, you guys. I firmly believe this is only the start for Telcoin. Litecoin, let's go. Yeah, we can do Litecoin, absolutely. Drink from my favorite mug. I had a girl that she was my first confirmed female millionaire student. So she reached out to me and told me, she's like, thank you for everything that you've shown me. Her name is Xiaoxi. She's really cool. She's originally from China. Super awesome person. And she got this mug custom made for me when she made her first million. She was one of my mastermind coaching students. She'd been following even in my lifetime VIP since way back in 2017. And in 2021, I believe, is when she reached out and said, I'm officially a crypto millionaire. And so she sent me this mug that says world's best trader, which is, it's a great compliment. I really appreciate it. And then it has little Bitcoins all over it. And then it has my logo on it too, which is kind of cool. So I like to drink from my mug during live streams. So shout out to Xiaoxi. She's awesome. So Litecoin. Litecoin is actually showing a horizontal consolidation range here. So if you take the horizontal or the trend line tool and draw a horizontal line up here, and then we grab our trend line tool again and draw another horizontal line down here, you guys can see Litecoin is moving inside of this horizontal rectangle, this consolidation pattern. So basically watch for these lower support levels. Essentially, wherever you have these horizontal consolidation patterns, you can buy the bottom of the range with confidence. You can buy down here with confidence. And a lot of times, if you're just swing trading, you can sell the top of the range with confidence. I mean, look how many times it rejected those highs. So that was a really profitable trading range for anybody that was swing trading Litecoin in this area. Very, very, very profitable for that to happen. Now, the rectangle pattern is dependent on the point of breakout. So if we break bullish out of this pattern, then the rule of thumb is that you're going to move at least the height of the pattern. It's also called the amplitude of the pattern. So you measure from the bottom to the top, and you put it at the point at which it breaks out, and it's going to move at least the length of the height or the amplitude of that trading pattern. And in the case of Litecoin, if we break bullish above $140 here, we'll go up towards 184. The other thing that we do see as a minimum target, because a lot of times they exceed those targets. The other thing that we do see here is hidden bullish divergence. So you can see we make a low, then we make a higher low, and then what happened here with Litecoin is we make a low and we make a lower low. So that's hidden bullish divergence. For those of you that just showed up, I was teaching about this a little bit earlier on in the live stream, but essentially that's a very, very strong buy signal to see that hidden bullish divergence. And as you can see here, over here on the right, if the oscillator makes a lower low, but price makes a higher low, that's bullish. It's hidden bullish divergence. And that's what we see here with Litecoin, this hidden bullish divergence. Okay. So now we've got Litecoin, we got Telcoin. Let's go for Uni. Let's do Uniswap because that was the next one that you guys requested from me today. For me. Or from me. I don't know how you'd say that. Requested for me to do. There we go. So this is also this looks really good, you guys. Uniswap is extremely oversold on the big picture here. For Uniswap, we are very, very oversold. And it's a very useful platform. People still use it every day. You know, it's not like the demand for Uniswap has went anywhere. The demand for Uniswap is still here. And it's still here in like full force. So basically what I'd say is this is an ABC correction. You know, look at this. A, B, and C. Just like what happened over here during the summer correction. A, B, and C last year. Right? So this, you know, this is no different than buying down here in August of last year. Buying down here on Uniswap is very similar to buying down here in August. So I really do firmly believe, you guys, that we will see a big reversal here on Uniswap based on this falling wedge pattern. I firmly believe we will see a reversal here on Uniswap because of the ABC correction and the falling wedge. And again, back to the basics. Never sell support. You know, especially if you're panicking, if you're feeling the emotion of fear, and you look at the charts, and on the daily or the bigger time frames, you're on major support, but you want to sell, you should definitely reevaluate that feeling and ask yourself if it's coming from a place where you're thinking rationally, where you're thinking clearly. And if it's not, you know, maybe you're feeling the emotion of the market, which is super normal and totally part of trading, but it doesn't mean you should fall for it, especially since, again, like I said at the beginning of the stream or earlier on in the stream, if you study a lot of the best traders and investors in the world, they tell you, don't panic sell. Do opposite of the crowds. Be greedy when other people are fearful. And if they're telling you that, and you're feeling fear, you might be feeling what most people are feeling. And you might want to do opposite of that very thing that you're feeling, that you want to do based on that emotion that you're feeling. And with Uniswap here, we are on major support. Right now as we speak, we're on major support. And back to the hidden bullish divergence, again, another perfect example of hidden bullish divergence. Price makes a low, makes a higher low, and look what's happening on the MACD. Low and a lower low. So that's the very definition of hidden bullish divergence, is to see that. So, so if you ever see that on the chart, if you see hidden bullish divergence, take advantage of it. Don't fear it. Don't fear when the market's dropping onto major support. Don't fear people's panic selling in the market. Fear making bad decisions with your money. That's what you should fear. You know, if you're going to fear anything, fear being dumb. Fear doing something that's not going to be profitable for you to do. You know, that's what you should be afraid of, is doing something that's not the right choice. You shouldn't fear market movement, and you shouldn't fear panic selling. Like, you shouldn't fear if people are panic selling, don't fall into that fear, you know. Cool. So that's kind of my view on Uniswap. I do think we will break out here. I do think we will turn around like this. Kind of like how we were looking at Velo. I'd watch for a V bottom here for Uniswap and for a breakout up through resistance that will take us up to a new local high. So that'd be my view. And also, you guys, in the big picture here for Uniswap, look how oversold this thing is, you know? And just ask yourself, what do you think the majority of people are feeling right now? If they bought the top in 2021, most people are long gone. They've already sold their crypto. They've already decided that the market's going to go lower. They've already given up on this thing. And there's usually a lot of opportunity to buy stuff when they've given up on it. You know, to buy stuff when people, again, when people are fearful and when they're wondering if they should sell their crypto, there's a lot of times a really good opportunity to buy, to pick up that fear and just accumulate other people's fear, because they probably are being irrational with their trading decisions, you know. Cool. Janietta Jenkins, I think that's how you say your name. I really think that, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's a really beautiful name. If I did, I mean, even if I didn't, I'm sure it's beautiful. But yeah, Janietta. That's awesome. Learned about Freemasons from watching Oak Island. Very cool stuff. I've never seen that movie before, so I don't know if they talk about it in a positive or a negative light. I know there's a lot of people out there that definitely have a misunderstanding of what it is. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of just stuff that isn't true that's said about it. But you know, whatever. People can believe what they want to. And I know differently. I know Masonry is a good thing, so. Dallin, I will be your first crypto billionaire. AJ, that would be awesome. Jayanta. That's even prettier. I love that. That's a beautiful name. Jayanta. That is lovely. Justin Landtrip. Uni may start fee sharing too. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know a lot about what that would mean, because I don't know the implications of that, but that sounds really cool. Do you think Litecoin will still do well? Yes, I do. Yes. I think the whole market is going to do good. You know, back to my point earlier, I think a lot of people don't realize just how much crypto is going to grow. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of cryptos won't ever be this cheap ever again. You know, they'll never be worth the prices that they're at right now. When this market really goes into the bull market here and goes full force into the bull market, the sky is going to be the limit and nobody's going to be able to stop it. And it's going to go to levels that people cannot even imagine right now. And people that buy down here, they're buying at prices that they'll probably never see again, at least on some coins. Some coins will come back down and die, especially a lot of meme coins. But like anything with real utility, some of those coins with real utility, we're never, ever, ever, ever going to see the price that we see right now ever again. And the more you can understand that and the more you can accept that as truth, the better decisions you're going to make in crypto in the big picture. Because if you don't understand that and you don't accept that as truth, you're going to wish you did later. You know, it's pretty much just that simple. So you can see here with Apple on the right and the total crypto market cap over here on the left. And, you know, this is really, this is what I believe is happening. I firmly believe that the entire crypto markets are getting ready for mass adoption. The past 8 years plus have been essentially institutional accumulation, and we're headed into a mass adoption cycle. And that mass adoption cycle is probably going to take us to levels that, again, people are not dreaming of right now. And no, I'm not the guy that says XRP is going to hit 1,000 per coin. And no, I'm not the guy that says Dogecoin is going to go to $100. And no, I'm not the guy that says Bitcoin is going to go to 5 million, which I've seen people call for 5 million per coin. But I will say, I firmly believe Bitcoin will go to at least 250,000. I firmly believe XRP will go to at least $22. And I firmly believe that most of the crypto markets are heavily undervalued right now as we speak. And a lot of people, because of the recent correction, they're going to be looking at this market and thinking, oh, just based on fear rather than actual technical analysis, they're going to look at this market and they're going to think, oh, the top must be in. We're going to go to zero down here, you know. And if you look at the chart, you guys, do you realize how dumb that looks? You guys are seriously calling for a bear market right now? Like, put your heads on straight, people. Stop being stupid with your trading decisions. I'm not calling you personally dumb or stupid, because you're not. A lot of people that watch my channel are really cool, really smart people. And I love you guys, and I have a lot of really awesome viewers. But when it comes to your investing decisions, don't be dumb, okay? Don't make a stupid choice just because it feels right. Look at the market and don't base your trading on emotion. Base your trading on actual, factual, technical analysis. And if you do that, you're going to make the right choice. And for me personally, I firmly believe that investing in the total crypto market cap, which basically what I mean by that is any crypto that has trading volume, you know. So we're looking at the total crypto market cap right now. Investing in any coin, like any of them, okay? I don't care if you're going to put all your money in Dogecoin. I don't care if you're going to put all your money in XRP. I don't care if you're going to put all your money in Ethereum or Solana. If you put your money in crypto right here, right now, I firmly believe that you're going to see massive returns on your investments. And it will go a lot higher. And it will start a big mass adoption phase. And when it does, that mass adoption phase is probably going to take us, again, to prices people are not planning for. People are not expecting to see. But, you know, I'm not going to get too crazy into it, because if you try to tell people the truth and they're not ready to hear it, then they just think you're crazy. But that's what I firmly believe is coming, is a huge parabolic run in crypto. Not everybody's going to agree with me. There's going to be a lot of people that think I'm crazy for saying it, but I firmly believe we are headed into a mass adoption phase, just like what happened to a lot of different companies. If you go study different companies throughout time, whether it's Apple computers, as computing became mass adopted, whether it's Nvidia, as graphics cards got mass adopted, or whether it's crypto right here, right now. I firmly believe we are headed into a massive parabolic run for the total crypto market cap. And it doesn't matter if you're buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, pretty much wherever you put your money, you're going to get a return. Almost. There's going to be some that die. But in a bull market, people are buying everything. And because of emotion, they put money into pretty much anything. So as the bull market progresses, you're going to see more and more coins that have no value, no utility, going up in price. So you're going to be able to make a lot of money in crypto. It's just what's set up. It's what the charts are showing. The market is set up for massive growth. You can see in the volume. Look at all this volume, you guys. That's billions and billions of dollars. Okay? That's more trading volume than Apple computers over here. If I hover my mouse over here, it's 26 billion shares. 26 billion shares. Look how many. Look, this is 579 billion, right? 498 billion. So you're talking, obviously this is a single company. Apple Computers is a single company, but it became the biggest company ever to be created. Apple became the biggest company in terms of market capitalization than any other company in human history. So if it had that much volume and crypto has more, what are you guys doing being bearish on crypto? Stop it. Please, stop. You're not doing yourself any good being bearish on crypto. So that's enough about that. Let's do technical analysis on coins you guys want me to cover. Because, cool. Let's see, I did Uni, I did Litecoin, I did Velo. Let's do Chainlink. Let's check out Chainlink here. Do a little Chainlink analysis. Chainlink is pretty straightforward here. Not a lot, nothing special as far as the cycle goes. What I mean by that is that Chainlink looks really good. I think it's going to pump really hard, but it's not doing anything that wouldn't be bullish. When I say nothing special, there's no weird things going on. It looks just like a normal market cycle. It looks like what you should see and what you want to see as something is bottoming out and starting a new bull market. This is what you want to see. So let's pull up Bitcoin over here, and we'll keep Chainlink over there on the left. And we're going to just pull up the cycle here. Okay, there we go. And you can see this is what I mean by normal. Nothing special, but bullish? Yes, very, very bullish for sure. ABC correction down from our peak here. ABC. Perfect ABC correction here, as you can see. And then we have our breakout right here. Bullish breakout, retest of support, secondary bullish breakout, secondary retest of support. Where have we seen this before? Look, breakout, retest of support, breakout, retest of support. This is not any different than what we've seen historically with any other crypto cycle that has ever been. Crypto is doing what it's been doing, and it's going to continue to do so. Why? Because humans trade markets. Human psychology is one of the most important things you can understand about the markets. The reason the same patterns appear over and over again, why do you think you look throughout history and we run into the same traps over and over again in history? Well, humans repeat. History repeats itself because human nature doesn't really change, And that's also true for crypto. That's true for these markets. That's very true for crypto and any other market in the world. Human psychology is a constant. That's why it works so well to understand the psychology, because you're going to have the same patterns appear over and over again. So do I think Chainlink is a good buying opportunity here? Absolutely. I think Chainlink is a very, very good buying opportunity down here at $15 per coin. Very good. I think it's getting ready for a big breakout, for a big moon. And just to kind of bring home my point with human psychology, first of all, look at the volume. Massive institutional accumulation, just like Bitcoin back here, before Bitcoin broke out in its new bull market back in the day. Same ABC correction, same reversal structure, same disbelief by the general public that a new cycle is going to start. Everything is the same because human psychology is powerful to understand. And because human psychology and the human emotion that's involved in trading is a constant, you get the same patterns over and over and over again. It's the fractal truth of markets. And fractals are not just a market thing. Fractals are a geometric pattern. Let's go back to the Google definition. A fractal is a geometric shape that repeats itself at different scales, appearing similar at every scale. Okay. Life is fractal by nature. If you look at a tree, or a branch of a tree, branches are fractals. Look at this. Here's a computer-generated fractal of tree branches, right? Branches are based on fractals. All of life is based on fractals. Galaxy, seashell, sunflower, This life is fractal in nature. Fractals are found everywhere. It's just how this universe is. It's just how it is. And if you look at the markets, you're going to see the fractal of human psychology in the market cycle repeating itself over and over and over again. Just like how if you look at a galaxy, it looks like a seashell. It's the same Fibonacci spiral. Here's a seashell, and here's a galaxy spiral. Here's a weather spiral. Here's a sunflower spiral. Here's the spiral of a plant growing. So life is fractal in nature. It should be no surprise that when we look at the charts, we find fractals. It really shouldn't be that big of a surprise to people, And one of my favorite examples is the silver chart. If we look at silver, and we just go to the bigger time frame here, silver is a fractal of, in fact, Chainlink and silver look so similar, it's kind of crazy. Look at this. Silver, buying silver right now, to me, is a lot like buying Chainlink right now as well. Or even buying Bitcoin in terms of where we're at in the fractal of human emotion. Buying Bitcoin over here in 2016 when Bitcoin did this. And yeah, silver can see a correction right here too, but I think it will recover and break out again because markets are fractal in nature. And fact of the matter is, silver is very, very undervalued in the big picture, and I do believe it will see a huge, huge bullish move over time. That bullish move is not going to happen overnight. Silver's on a way bigger time scale than crypto. We're talking about multi-year movement in the price action, but silver is a perfect market cycle. And a perfect example of how these markets repeat the same patterns over and over again. And another really, really good example of this is the NASDAQ, okay? Here's the NASDAQ, here's Bitcoin. And we're going to focus on this Bitcoin cycle, okay? Look at that. I'm telling you guys, markets are fractal in nature. It's just the nature of markets. They repeat the same patterns over and over and over again. And you can make money on that if you understand it. If you understand it, you can profit on that. One of the reasons why I didn't flip bearish on Bitcoin down here when a lot of people were, or even right here when a lot of people were, was because I was comparing Bitcoin and the fractal of geometry on Bitcoin to the NASDAQ. Even before we broke out towards 69,000 per coin, I was bullish on Bitcoin during the COVID drop, and I was bullish on Bitcoin when it tested 3K in 2018. Both of those times, I was bullish because of the market cycle, because of Fibonacci, and because of the fractal truth of markets. Markets are fractal in nature, and the sooner that you can understand this and properly apply this, the more profitable of a trader and investor you're going to be. Plain and simple. It's just, that's how it is. And no, not every fractal plays out, and sometimes you make a comparison and you're wrong, and it does something different, but they work. And it's way, way, way more helpful, and you're going to make way better decisions and choices in the market if you use these fractals than if you don't. If I wouldn't have understood the fractal truth of markets, I may have flipped bearish on Bitcoin when it mattered most, down here at 3K in 2018. Or I may have flipped bearish on Bitcoin during the COVID drop in 2020 because everybody was scared because a pandemic was starting. But I didn't, because of the fractal truth of markets. So study these fractals. You're going to be a better trader and investor for it. And if you can focus on the big picture fractals, you're going to be right most of the time. It's only the smaller time frame fractals where you're going to get kind of screwed up sometimes. They're a little bit less consistent, but those bigger picture fractals are very, very consistent and very profitable to understand. Very useful to know. Oak Island is on History Channel. It's a series about the treasure they brought to this island. All the Freemasons. Watch the clip. Thank you. I'll have to check it out. I have not heard of it. It sounds kind of interesting though, you know. Jasmy bottoming. Bullish. Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought up Jasmy. I haven't had anybody request. Maybe I did in my last one. I think maybe I did. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk about Jasmy as much as I'd like to on my channel recently. So let's go to the daily. Yeah, so Jasmy does look like it is ready to bottom here. And this is, yeah, this looks really good. So the first thing I like to see here with Jasmy, you can see this falling wedge structure right here. Very, very, very typical of crypto to do a falling wedge like this. This is a good buy signal to see this falling wedge. You definitely want to buy the bottom of those wedges as often as you can, because a lot of people sell the bottom of those wedges because it looks really scary. You know, they don't know what the falling wedge is, and they see price drop down really hard and they sell. But if you understand what a falling wedge is, you're going to make better trading decisions. You can see the last time that we had a falling wedge on Jasmy was right here. And price went completely nuts afterwards. We went very, 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 very vertical after that point. So I think we could see the same thing again here with Jasmy. Is another bullish breakout. This does look like the beginning of a new uptrend here. As you can see, we bottom out down here. We start our new uptrend. We're picking up in momentum and speed, but then we hit a major resistance area. There's a lot of resistance up in this area over here, as you can see. And so yeah, it's normal for us to pull all the way back down, you know, after hitting major resistance like that. It's very, very normal for us to pull all the way back down. But it's also normal now that we're on major support for us to turn around, you know, because we are on major support. Look at all the support over here and all the support over here. We have a lot of support over here on Jasmy, right? You can see all that support right here and over here as well. So we have a lot of support in this area, and I think we will see a strong reaction off of those levels, and we'll turn around here. Very, very nice setup there with Jasmy. Paul, thanks for telling people to hit the like button, man. I appreciate that support. And we have 28 likes, so thank you guys all for liking this live stream. When the markets are pumping and everybody's excited, you know, my streams do get a lot more views, but that's, you know, when the markets are down, there's a little less engagement, so whatever. So be it, you know. Who cares? Turn a blind eye till the news is that your door. I'm bullish. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, don't focus on the news. Focus on the charts. People will be bearish. Don't listen to them. They have no clue some of them might kind of know what they're talking about, but they just are being deceived by the market. There are professionals that make mistakes. But with that being said, you know, don't focus on the wrong thing. Focus on the charts. Focus on what's going to make you a profitable trader and investor. And what's going to make you a profitable trader is essentially just not focusing on the wrong things. Cut out distractions, close your doors, and buy the fear. That's what's going to make you a profitable trader. Okay, we're at an hour and 11 minutes. So huge thank you, by the way, for everybody. Oh, an hour and 11 minutes, and we have an average view duration of 11:11. So if you're synchronicities, man. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys are bearish right now, rethink your position, consider buying, consider adding to your crypto, consider getting excited about crypto instead of being bearish, and I think you'll be glad if you do. Cool. So yeah, let's talk about Bitcoin Cash, and then we'll talk about the total crypto market cap, because those are two other requests that I've had in this live stream. And I don't think I got every single request that you guys gave me or made to me today. So I'm sorry if I missed anybody's request. I try to do as many as I can and try to help as many people as I can do analysis on their coins. But yeah, we'll do BCH, and then we'll do... Yeah, we'll try to do as many as we can. I might just be a little bit faster because I can see a couple requests here. So first, starting off with BCH, loving this strong reaction off of major support. In the last live stream, I was bullish on BCH, so it's good to see it following through on that previous analysis that I made. Do we have hidden bullish divergence on it? No, we don't have hidden bullish divergence here. But that's okay. We have other things that are bullish on BCH. One of the most bullish things here, you definitely don't want to panic sell support. You know, in my last live stream, we were on support. I was kind of telling you guys, be careful about panic selling support, because those support levels, you guys, those support levels are opportunities to buy, not to sell. And beginners make the most common mistake, which is to sell support when you should be buying support and selling resistance. I know it sounds too simple, but it's, you know, a lot of the most powerful things are simple and easy to understand. And in the case of buying and selling, if you're on support, you should probably be buying. If you're at resistance, you should probably be selling. You know, it's pretty simple. We also have an ABC correction here, wave A, wave B, and wave C. So I love to buy ABC corrections, and I love to pick up as much as I can at the bottom of those ABC corrections, because it's profitable. It's lucrative to do that. Very, very, very profitable to do that. So yeah, I'm bullish on BCH. I could see something like this happen, where we continue to reverse here and see a strong kind of V-shape recovery off of these lows for BCH. Cool. Now let's do the total crypto market cap as well, because we have an altcoin total crypto market cap request. Or we have another altcoin to do, but we also have the total crypto market cap as requested. So let's do this one real quick. So the Elliot wave count for the total crypto market cap is very simple, very straightforward. Wave 1, there we go. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and we're expecting a fifth wave, which should be extended fifth wave, which could take us up towards who knows how high. But I would not be surprised to see a 10 trillion is my personal target for the total market cap because of an extended fifth wave. I could see a 10 trillion total crypto market cap before all of this is over. Extended fifth wave. Let's pull this up here. Copy, paste. I could easily see an extended fifth wave taking us up to 10 trillion in total market cap. Markets also have a tendency to hit rounded numbers. So 10 trillion would be a very, very rounded number, but it's also the Fibonacci extensions show that 10 trillion is a very, very good spot for us, because that's basically the 13,618, and historically crypto has a tendency to top out at these higher extensions because of these extended fifth waves that happen every cycle. So I think we could hit 10 trillion in total crypto market cap before all of this is over, which is phenomenal. You know, imagine the amount of money we're all going to earn in our portfolios between now and then. It's going to be beautiful. For the past 5 months, I've been seeing repeating numbers consistently. What does that mean? I say this because I just heard what you said, lol. You know, I don't read too much into it. When I was younger, I was kind of into that stuff. I think numerology is cool. I don't believe in superstition. Like if a black cat runs across the road, I don't give it any fidelity. I don't believe in superstition. But I do think that you can derive meaning from numbers. And if you're doing it in sort of a way where you're not idolizing it, then I think it can definitely be something that, you know, can be interesting or fun to do. But I'm not like, oh my goodness, I saw 1111 like I used to be when I was younger. Like I was really kind of into that stuff. So it's cool though, and it is fun to see. And you do see them a lot, and you think, man, how could I have possibly seen that so many times in a row? It feels like, you know, the universe is talking to you, or God is talking to you. And you're like, wow, you know. So, you know, it's kind of fun and stuff. But that's kind of my thoughts. I think a lot of people can take those kinds of things where it can be fun in games and idolize them. So you have to be careful about that. But yeah. That's kind of my 2 cents on the whole repeating numbers thing, because it is pretty popular in today's world to talk about repeating numbers and stuff. Okay, now that I have to go, people are like begging for analysis on the coin that they want. They're like, no, please give me analysis on that coin. I want it so bad. Not really, but it is funny to see human psychology in action, right? That's called scarcity. That's the scarcity principle. If people feel like something isn't going to be there anymore, they want it badly because they're like, oh no, it's not going to be here anymore. So like if you're about to end a live stream, people will want you to do analysis like really badly on their favorite coin because they're worried that they're not going to be able to get they're not going to be able to get that analysis before it's over. So again, you guys, study human psychology. I'm telling you, human psychology is one of the most profound and powerful things that you can ever learn. And use it for good, because some people don't. But if you use that human psychology for good, there can be a lot of benefit in understanding human psychology, you know. So here's Casper, CSPR, With Casper, we have a double bottom structure here on the Ethereum Casper chart. The reason I bring this up is because if something's bullish against Ethereum, that's usually a pretty good sign, because Ethereum is a pretty big coin with a lot of market cap. So this double bottom structure here on Casper versus Ethereum is very good for Casper. That shows that this thing could start outperforming. It wouldn't surprise me to see this thing start to outperform Ethereum and yeah, start to turn around here. And versus the dollar, which for some reason there isn't a good, oh, here we go. There we go. Versus the dollar, we see a falling wedge pattern. Versus the dollar, bit of a falling wedge. Oh, there we go. You can see a very, very, very nice falling wedge pattern here with Casper. I love these falling wedges. They are so awesome. So profitable, so powerful to buy these falling wedges. And you know, I'm not saying it can't do like that, right? It can't spook a little bit lower. But I am saying that we are nearing the bottom of a falling wedge, and it's way more favorable to be a buyer down here than it would be to be a seller. Freemason, why? Because I have friends that are Masons, and I studied the Founding Fathers a lot growing up and throughout my life, and I've found Masonry to be something that's very good, very beneficial to humanity and myself. And I think that it's a good, I know it's a good thing actually. And so yeah, I'm a Freemason. That's why you see the symbol over there. We just did BCH, Lolo Mo. We just did BCH. So if you missed BCH, you can reverse a little bit, back check on the stream. We just did it a few minutes ago. I am bullish on BCH. Or you can watch the whole stream later if you just came in late. So, but you believe in Freemasons. Why? Oh, I didn't see your first one. Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, I found it to be good. I found it to be based in truth. I found it to be helpful to make me a better man. And the motto of Freemasonry is taking good men and making them better men. I know there's a lot of stuff out there that would try to say otherwise. It's just simply not true. You know, there's been a lot of good that's come from Masonry throughout the history of time, the history of our earth throughout time. And, you know, I really do believe Masonry is a good thing. Cool. BCH, Jasmy, FLR. Let's check out Flare and then we'll call it a day. Cool. Flare looks a lot like Casper. Looks a lot like Casper. We have wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. I'm actually like really impressed at just how many coins have a good buying opportunity right now, because there is a lot of coins that have insanely good buying opportunities. So if you're wondering if it's a good time to be putting money into crypto, it's definitely a time where it's favorable to be a buyer. Definitely a time where it's favorable to be a buyer for crypto. Buying the bottom of an ABC correction like this, extremely profitable, very powerful to do that. Very, very, very profitable and powerful to buy the bottom of an ABC correction. So yeah, here with Flare, I'd just say we're oversold. Look at the MACD. We're very, very, very oversold on the MACD. We're nearing the bottom of wave C. And I believe we will see a turnaround here and start to head up towards local resistance and eventually break above our old all-time high. Algo. Okay, we'll do one more, you guys. We're an hour and 24 minutes in, but I love doing analysis for you guys. It's fun, and why not, right? Good way I can help you guys, teach you stuff that I've learned throughout my trading journey. I've been trading and investing since 2008, And 15 is when I first got my first Bitcoin, it was in 2015. So I've learned a lot along the way, and it's really fun to share that knowledge with you guys. So hopefully you can make better trading decisions and be more profitable traders and investors yourself as well. So here we have Algo. And again, we have an ABC correction from our peak down to major support. We're on the major support, which is the 618 level, I believe, in this case. Just eyeballing it. Let's see. Yep, we are on, well, basically the 618. We're a little bit lower. Actually, we're like in between the 618 and the 786. So this, I guess this could go just slightly lower, I guess, to the 786. But this definitely favors buyers down here. Even if it does go just a little bit lower, it's definitely favoring a buyer's market down here. And I would expect a turnaround very soon. Whenever you're using the Fibonacci retracement tool, the bigger players are going to be buying that 88% level. They're going to be buying the 786 level, and they're going to be buying the 618 level. And right now, oh, and the 50%. So those are the main fib levels because they're the lowest ones. And inside of a bull market, you're usually going to see these higher ones tested. Inside of a massive bear market, you're going to see this 88% tested, right? Like after the top of a huge bull market, then you're going to see that lower fib level tested. But the main ones to focus on as a buyer are these lower fib levels, because the bigger players and the whales, they don't want to buy something that's overvalued. They want to buy something that's undervalued, right? So if they can buy something that's on the 786 or the 50% or the 618 or even sometimes that 88% fib level, they can buy something that they know a lot of people are being irrational. They're selling onto support. They're selling where they should be buying. And, you know, you can make a lot of money just doing that one simple thing. So don't forget our international music show. Okay, I'll play some music for you too. And Solana, I forgot Solana. So we'll do Solana. Then I'm gonna play a song for you on my guitar, and then we'll call it a day. Finally, even though I've done like 10 extra coins than what I originally planned on. And by the way, I love doing this, so don't feel, if you come to these live streams, send your requests. Make your requests known in the comment section. I am more than happy to do analysis on as many as I possibly can. I love to do analysis on charts for you guys, and if I have time, I'll do as many as I can. So Solana, I like Solana a lot. This is an expanded flat correction here with Solana. So we have wave A right here, wave B, and wave C. So that's an expanded flat correction here. And also we have our hidden bullish divergence. So we have hidden bullish divergence, you can see right there, hidden bullish divergence. So what that means is we have a low here and a higher low, but the MACD made a low and a lower low. So we talked about that multiple times throughout today's live stream. There's a lot of hidden bullish divergence forming in these markets right now. This is an example of what it's supposed to look like, and that's exactly what we see here with Solana. So I'd say this thing is super undervalued down here, very oversold, very, very, very good buying opportunity, and we're on major support as well. As you can see, we're on that major support level, excuse me, right here where we're testing this horizontal support level. That horizontal support level is a great opportunity to pick up anything. It doesn't matter if it's Solana, it doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin. If you can find a horizontal support level on the daily candlesticks, there's a good chance that it's a good time to buy that thing and to pick up as much as you possibly can at those levels. So yeah, I do think we will see a turnaround here on Solana. And yes, I am bullish on like 99% of cryptos right now. So don't be surprised if every chart that I look at is bullish. And if I'm saying that they're bullish, because the market is super undervalued and oversold, and the opportunity to be picking stuff up is very, very good right now. So I'm going to be mainly bullish on most stuff right now. Okay, cool. We're going to do our guitar show that I always, most often I get requested by either AJ, or sometimes I just do it of my own free will now because people, AJ has requested quite a few times. I love playing my guitar for you guys. It's usually the way we finish off the live stream. It's a lot of fun, kind of cool that you guys want me to, so I appreciate the fact that you guys enjoy my musical expression here on my stream. And yeah, we'll just get straight into this. So, this guitar has a crazy story behind it. I was in Florida hanging out with my web developer, and I wanted a new guitar, so we went to the guitar shop together, and I bought this guitar because it has this really cool feature where you can have a chorus effect or a delay effect even when it's not amplified with an amplifier. So like you can play a note and you can get a delay effect even if you don't have an amplifier. So like here. See, it has a built-in delay effect, which is super cool. So I fell in love with this guitar. I bought it in Florida. And then I got on an airplane. I drove home. I went to show my family my guitar. I opened up my guitar case, and it was cracked. The neck was broken because the airport people just didn't take good care of my bag and just broke my guitar. Like completely. Obviously, it wasn't on purpose or anything, but they broke my guitar. So there went, a bunch of money down the drain because it's not a cheap guitar, it's like really nice guitar. So I told my web developer, and he told me, he says, there is a reason that guitar broke. And I thought in my mind, I said, this guy is trying to be like one of those guys that says, oh, there's like a reason that, your life sucks right now. I was like, this is not true. There's no reason that my guitar broke. I was like kind of mad, initially. But then 2 weeks later, like 2 or 3 weeks later, I meet this guy and I get talking with him, and somehow the subject of guitars get brought up, and I mention that my guitar is broken. And he's like, oh, I build guitars. Or actually, my friend introduced me. I'm trying to remember exactly how this went. My friend introduced me to him, and he told me he does stuff with guitars a little bit. And he's like, oh, I build guitars, And so I was like, well, will you fix my guitar for me? And for like $100, he fixed my guitar and fixed the neck and made it perfect. And now he's one of my good friends, and I buy guitars from him to this day. And he makes really awesome handcrafted guitars. And so there was a reason that I broke my guitar, because now I met this guy that makes handcrafted guitars. So don't get mad at your web developer if he tells you that there's a reason that your brand new, like valuable, most treasured item that you have gets broken. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and pull up some music here. Okay, this is one of my favorite songs of all time. So I'm going to play it for you guys, turn off the delay effect. I love this song, super good. I wasn't always a Christian. In fact, there was a period of my life where I didn't plan on being a Christian, and I certainly didn't plan on being an active member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But then God touched my heart, and he took me even in the state where I was in the midst of sin, in the midst of my own suffering, in the midst of my own self, and he lifted me out of that. He touched my heart, and he began to work in me, and I owe everything to him, to Jesus Christ and God, because they found me even in my darkest points, and they lifted me out of that and showed me that they do live that Jesus Christ lives, that he knows me, that he loves me, and that he cares for me. And that just changed everything for me, you know? And I couldn't deny it. And so now I'm a Christian and I talk about Jesus all the time. Probably too much sometimes in some people's eyes, right? But so this song kind of represents a lot of feelings I've personally had. It's called Graves into Gardens, and I probably will get like somewhat of a ban for playing it. Like, definitely get an ad revenue ban for playing this song. Does your friend make acoustic guitar? Yeah, he does make acoustic guitars. Yes. Cool. Here we go. And I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. Then you came along and put me back together, and every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing is better than you. And I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. 'Cause the God of the mountain is the God of the valley, and there's not a place your mercy and grace won't find me again. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing is better than you. Nothing is better than you. Nothing is better than knowing God. I'm telling you right now, the sweetest sweet you can ever experience is the Spirit of God. There's nothing sweeter than the Spirit of God. No silver, no gold, nothing this world can offer you. And there's nothing wrong with being rich. By the way, if you're Christian and you have some belief that being rich is a sin, you got to get that silly idea out of your head. Because what did Jesus Christ say right after he said that it's harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven than a camel to go through the eye of a needle? What he said directly after is that they said, then who will enter into the kingdom of heaven? How is this even possible for anybody? And Jesus Christ looked to them and he said, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. And that's my testimony for you guys today, that Jesus Christ lives and that with God all things are possible. And nothing is sweeter than his Spirit. And I say that in his name, even Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you guys for taking some time to tune in to today's live stream. I love every single one of you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future live streams. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune in, to have your requests, to make your requests known, as they say in the Bible. In this case, your requests on altcoins, which hopefully I satisfied and fulfilled. And yeah, I'm excited about the future, and I will see you guys in future videos and live streams. And as always, stay profitable out there.